and let's see what Memoona has to say to us. Thank you. She's against the motion.
Worthy President and respected audience, Assalamu alaikum. I'm honored to be here and expressing my stance in the phrase, coronavirus, a blessing in disguise. The first question that arises in my mind here is that how can a small scale, tiny virus that has completely changed the lives of 7.7 billion people and has put several parts of the world at loss be a blessing for us? It has affected the economy of the world immensely and has caused the downsizing of many major businesses, due to which people who were feeding their families with a mere salary were also quitted out of their jobs. Mr. President, most major economies lost about 4.5% of their gross domestic product, whereas the impact of COVID on travel and tourism was the loss of 396 billion US dollars. Due to it, the unemployment rates reached the highest since 1948, which was 14.8%. The youth that had freshly graduated also had to face it. Yet, the rates and prices on the other side were getting higher and higher day by day, as no import or export was taking place. 1 in 9 households lacked sufficient food. When asked why, 79% of them answered they couldn't afford to buy more food. Hence, people started new ventures of becoming Uber drivers and from speech pathologists to smoothie makers. Students who were to become the future professionals had gotten their studies at risk because of it. The healthcare workers on the other side suffered the most due to it, as vaccine came quite late. The WHO General, Dr. Tedros, also said in a meeting that thousands of health workers infected with COVID-19 have lost their lives worldwide. Dear audience, apart from these facts and figures, the social complications due to COVID are also numerous. People could not celebrate their happiness the way they thought they would because they were bound not to meet their loved ones. Those who knew well how to maintain their mental peace were now victims of anxiety and depression. Mr. President, to talk of the physical impact of COVID-19, no one was going to the gyms, for a walk to the park, or for shopping to the malls. This lab has made us all couch potatoes, and an overall atmosphere of indolence has covered the world, which would not let us go out even now in the so-called new normal. Since I've put in my perspectives and have tried my best to justify my sentiments, I will thank my opponent for delivering her points, and to the audience for listening so keenly. But the question that arose in my mind earlier is still there, that how can this minute but ferocious virus be a blessing for us? Thank you.
Ji Memoona, you are against that COVID-19 has more destruction than blessings.
Yes.
In these times of adversities, what do you suggest to come out of this COVID-19 adversity?
Can you please repeat the question?
You are arguing against the destructions because of this COVID-19 pandemic. So can you suggest any positive thing that how to come out of this adverse situation?
I think that the most major thing that was affected during this time was the academics as well. So schools should start taking extra classes to overcome all of those, like students from matric or intermediate, their first year results or their 9th class results have been affected due to it. But if they work more harder in 10th or in 2nd year, I'm sure they would be able to achieve better marks because the marks have to be combined at the end of the day. So if we take extra classes and if we keep a check on students and if we contact their parents that they should also keep a check on students, that they should study even when they go home, that would really improve our academics. I guess that's